Hey, so I wanted to talk about something today that I think is very important for any entrepreneur and probably one of the most determining factors whether you're going to be successful or not. And that is determination. Determination, if you're not determined to accomplish your goals, if you have to know what your goals are. So figure out what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to attain it. And then no matter what happens, you have to be determined to succeed. No matter what. There's always something that comes up, always something, and no matter what comes up, you have to succeed. That's the determining factor. Whether you go broke, whether you're in debt, whether you get evicted, whether you fail 100 times, 1,000 times, you have to keep going no matter what is in your way, no matter what people are telling you, no matter what, whatever it takes. Today, I was on a Skype call with somebody, and they were trying to sell me a product, which their product was probably a good product, but at this time I just didn't feel like I wanted their product. I didn't feel sold enough. He really hadn't sold me yet, and he was trying to pin on me. Oh, well, you haven't achieved the success that you want to achieve yet. How are you gonna achieve that? Like, don't you think what you think you can just wing it? You think you can just make it happen? How do you expect to be successful if you're not gonna invest in yourself or get this program? And I said I understood what he was saying, and I just smiled and I nodded. Yep, I completely understand. And he says, "Well, what are you gonna do if you fail?" And I was struggling for words because I didn't want to come off. I was trying to build a relationship with him, whether he's going to sell me the product or not. He seemed like he was more successful than me, so I wanted to at least build a relationship with him. But I didn't really know how to put this in nice terms without just like laughing in his face. He says, "What are you going to do if you fail?" I'm like, I'm not. I don't know how else to say it. I'm not going to fail. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing. I absolutely, I don't care. I've already thought of all the bad shit that can happen from me doing this. There's tons of bad shit that can happen, but there's a lot of really, really good stuff that can happen too. And I've had bad shit happen to me my whole life. Like, I'm sure you have too. There's always bad things that are gonna happen to you, and but it's not gonna. Don't let it affect how you're gonna. How I plan to have problems. Plan to make mistakes. Plan for failure, and not even failure. Plan to. It's not failure if you keep trying. It's not failure if you never quit. It's not failure if you never quit. If you just keep going, whether you have to not put it on pause, but maybe you have to figure out another way to have money come in, or maybe you have to go find an investor, or maybe you need to go find a mentor, find a coach, find somebody. But don't let anyone tell you or put it in your mind that you need somebody's help. You don't need my help. You don't need to watch these videos. You don't need to do anything. You have it in you to succeed. You don't have to read. You don't have to go to courses. You don't have to do any of that. If you're in your head saying that I'm going to be successful no matter what, you don't need anything to be successful. I can live without food. I probably need water, but I can live without food for a few days if that's going to determine my success. I don't need anything. I do eat, and I do read books, and I do go to conferences, and I do invest in myself. But don't let that stop you. If you don't have enough money to go buy a big program or go to a fancy event, or if you're not that good at reading, don't let that kind of stuff stop you. There's tons of free content out there on YouTube. There's tons of free stuff, but the most important thing is your determination for success and how hard you're willing to work for it. And work doesn't necessarily have to be a grind. You don't have to not like your work. You can work while like I got this. I outside my apartment right now. They're building this big construction thing. There's always noise going on. Bunch of guys out there doing hard labor, shoveling stuff, doing this, doing that. That's hard work to me. This, me sitting in my computer chair pressing buttons, that's not hard work to me. It's work, but I get up. I can just get up, walk around. I can just go jump in my car. It's not hard work for me because I'm in charge and I know that I'm going to be successful. And so if I'm in charge of what I'm going to do and I know I'm going to be successful, I have faith that I'm going to be successful. Now it's not just faith. You do have to do some stuff, but just determination is such a big factor. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to sacrifice whatever it is? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? That's really the number one determining factor. I personally feel like in this mindset. How much of your time are you willing to devote to this? If you're watching a movie with your family, are you involved in that movie, or are you thinking about your business on the side? I know my business is always in the back of my head, always. If I'm watching a movie, and I'm trying to get ideas from that movie or something. I'm trying to get at least some sort of value, make at least $5 for my business off that. I'm trying to get value out of everything, but everything is related to my success or the e-commerce business. And I'm just trying to, that was on my mind today. Hopefully it helped you. Determination. I don't really know how else to say it. It's just, no matter what, I'm just gonna figure it out. I don't really know how else to put it. There's no other option. I'm either gonna die trying. Like 50 Cent says it best: get rich or die trying. I'm either gonna I might die tomorrow. I might die today. Who knows? But that's really the only thing that's gonna stop me. And I really, if I did die today, I'd be happy with everything I've achieved. But I also am not happy with where I am, and I'm not settling for where I am. I'm happy with what I've done, and I'm grateful for what I have. But I'm not gonna get complacent. I'm not gonna get comfortable. There's still a long way to go, and I'm still at the bottom, I feel like. And so determination, number one word for today. So have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Determination. Is it still going?